Hey, y'all. It's a case that I covered back a while back. We covered that I still this little girl be on my mind sometimes. I guess because I got kids of my own and girls of my own. You know what I mean? You send them out to like during the pandemic. It's boring. They stuck in the house. It's nothing to do. So they are so happy to be around a reliable adult. Grown people that know that ain't nothing gonna happen to them because they know the grown people, the adults that are keeping them. This is Breasia, y'all. Y'all remember little Breasia? Terrell. Y'all remember her when we did cover her story? Henry Dinkins, remember the man that convicted of murdering her? At the time, she's 10 years old. She's a basketball player, very smart, bright young girl. Do y'all remember her now? Yeah, well, we're gonna rewind a little things and I'm gonna talk about it because this kind of death right here, kind of touched me. Now, Henry Dinkins did a lot of pretending and all of that, and this little girl trusts him. She trusts him just like a daddy because that's what her brother, um, father, not her father, but her brother. Her brother wanted her to come over there with him. I don't know. I'm thinking back now, y'all. I believe the dad had persuade his son to get Breasia over there. I believe so. I believe he persuaded his son to get her over there. I believe his dad was behind all of that. I don't think that he was afraid of his dad. I believe that the dad wanted him to try to get the little girl to come over there, manipulate her to come over there. And she did it. Cause that's her brother. You know what I mean? So y'all, yeah, Henry Dinkins, yeah. So she was found in a pond. Remember she was found in that pond? And what happened was Breasia, she disappeared during July 10th, 2020. Doing it, like I said, in the summertime, want to have fun during the pandemic. Beautiful girl. Yeah. Her remains were found March 20, 2021. I never forget this kite. That's when her body was found in my month, March. I never forget this girl. Bree was sexually assaulted, y'all. And you want to think Dinkins did that. Dinkins realized at that point, y'all, that he had to take her out. He had to take her life because she is a telltale. Would tell everything. All of us would telltale. I was a telltale when I was young. Told on everybody in the house and myself. Now, never mind, this is her stepdad house where they went to, and he had a girlfriend. So you wouldn't think nothing like that. You just thinking that the pandemic and it was the summertime, and you with your brother. Okay? You wouldn't think that all of this gonna happen to you. Now, Dinkins, Henry, had to realize he had to unalive creation. Because she's a true teller. That's what her mom said. She'll tell everything. Now she got a brother now. Now the brother lies sometimes. And he tell the truth sometimes. Now, DL was her brother, y'all. He tried his best. He tried his best to describe the area where his sister was in. But some things that he can't remember. He can remember about the Clorox. He can remember that his dad helped this man get his car out this ditch near that pond. Now, that kind of ring bell to me too about the man who he helped get his car out the pond. Okay? DL when they had told what the dad had on, what his dad, what color shorts he was wearing in his shirt. That shirt was the short, what color with the short, and what color with the shirt and everything. Had designs in it. Now, Henry played it off. I'm thinking like she ain't really missing. Once it really set in that ain't nobody find her. That's when it hit me. A 10-year-old girl. Now, Henry, this man, sat here at this interrogation table and tried to play that little boy game, saying that first he was thinking like she ain't really missing. Come on, Henry. Come on. How you gonna think that she really ain't missing and she gone? Okay, y'all. So it went on as he sit there live for a couple days. Dinkins tried to waive his rights, y'all, to a jury trial, in a jury trial. Okay, he tried to. Now, Dinkins' attorney said that the state didn't have enough evidence, not a piece of evidence. There were probable causes. Yes, it were. That she didn't have that the state didn't have enough evidence, not a piece of evidence. He said that it takes a special kind of person, but not Dinkins, to do something like this to this girl. So if Dinkins didn't do it, who in the hell's else would do this to her? It has to be somebody who she knows because they got rid of her. And we're hoping that they didn't find her, but if it weren't for DL, then we wouldn't know nothing. That's our evidence right there. Okay? This is Bria's mom. She loved her daughter, and she kind of like trusted. She would never thought that Henry would do something like this, okay? Henry went on to argue with this woman, walked away, threw his hand at this woman.
Lives here? Yeah, I guess so. This is where he told me to come. Okay. What's up, Henry?
Hold on. You said you guessed that's where he lived, this way he told you to come. You let your children go with him and you don't know where he... Come on now, woman. Hold up. Let me hear this again. I know she ain't said what I thought she said. She guessed this way. He said this is where she stayed. Well, I guess this is where he stayed. This is the way he told me to come. So you let your children go somewhere and you don't know where they going? You guess? Something wrong with that. Something wrong with that.
Yeah. And Henry lives here? Yeah, I guess so. This is where he told me to come. Okay. What's up, Henry? So this is your girlfriend's address here?
This is good friend. This is crazy, man. This is like, you know what I'm saying? I know she hysterical, but I think
hysterical. Mom. I mean, you didn't know where the little girl was gonna be staying at. You didn't know where he stayed, and you let her go with them. So anyway, y'all, this timeline. Now the timeline kind of ugly a little bit. Okay, this is Creation Mom. So this is what the girlfriend said. Not her, but the girlfriend. She woke up around 3:00 a.m. on July the 10th, on the 2020. Okay? And to go to the bathroom. That what the girlfriend said. She discovered Dinkins and Briaja was gone. Okay? So anyway, y'all, this is Henry Dinkins. Let me put it on him. So his girlfriend said that she woke up around 3 a.m. on July the 10th of 2020. So she sat up she sat up in the dark and noticed something. She noticed that Dinky didn't take his cell phone. And if somebody don't take their cell phone, they don't want to be tracked. They don't want to be tracked, okay? So he knew what he was doing. He was so naive. He knew exactly what he was doing. He left the phone there so they won't find out where she is, where she was gonna be located. Now for Henry to do something like that, Henry don't did something before. Who would think to leave their phone at the house if they haven't done anything like this before? Okay. So when she sat up in the dark, she just noticed the cell phone, okay? And she knew something was wrong then. Now she know Henry better than anybody else. So she knew something happened to that girl. So anyway, the civilian camera saw him. Caught him on the camera in that sedan car, okay? And that was around 2:13. And like I say, he left the house around about 2. Okay? He spent time, y'all, at that RV, at his sister's RV, okay? It was parked, okay? And he spent time there. But the civilians didn't say nothing about they seen a girl or nothing like that. He was moving kind of strange.
All that map. Now go ahead and give us an illustration for River Drive, but don't say anything. Just draw it, and then give us our legend for our directions, if you could. And then you know what? If you need me, I can hold that board out so that you can draw that.
That's fine the way it is.
Okay.
I wonder what's going on in Henry's mind while he's sitting right there watching this. Y'all, I like this attorney. She was one of the best. Miss Cunningham, that was her name was. She was a good prosecutor. She knew her work and she came prepared.
Maybe you want me to start marking kind of the motorhome and then where the businesses of significance would be with the video footage.
The only thing I don't understand is why is he talking to the mama that way? And why is the mama talking to him like that? You lost her though. Talk real to this man. This is your daughter missing. And he playing with you.
Aisha's emotional response, I think, is very typical. My child was under your supervision, and she's come up missing.
First of all, she would have never woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and she would have never.
What you mean? 8
She
o'clock in
would,
the
I'm
morning.
just saying.
That ain't what I
She
said.
does
I never
I
said.
know you
Guys,
didn't
guys,
say that.
this isn't the time to fight.
Exactly. I don't give a about you walking. You lost her though.
How did I?
Because you was watching her, Henry. What the do you mean?
But hey,
I'm gone, sir. Come on, D.
listen to me.
I'm gone.
Her anger at him for how he's handling this situation.
I mean, he threw his hand at her. Her daughter missing and he threw his hand at her. Man, y'all gotta be, hey, y'all got to, I mean, I know you think on nobody. I know everybody think that don't nobody gonna do nothing, right? But don't nobody know what kind of state of being somebody mind can trigger and change. People mind can switch on them.
I think was very, very warranted. As a mother, you're feeling very frantic. Your child's missing.
For Henry, his attitude is kind of like, why are you mad at me? I'm trying.
This isn't a time to fight about it. Okay? How am I supposed to? What do you want me to do? I got no picture. I got no. What do you want me to do?
What am I supposed to do?
Right.
What are you supposed to do, Henry? Henry, let me put this picture back on. What? Wait a minute. Hold up. Henry. Hold up, y'all. My reaction. Henry. And he just keep walking. Walking in front of her. And she said, I'm gone, sir. I would have never left. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know I'm gone, sir. And he gonna walk with her. I can't. Oh my God. And go ask an officer, what is he supposed to do? What I'm supposed to do?
Always locked.
It may have been locked last night, and she unlocked it, but was the door locked when you?
No, that part I cannot answer.
Yeah, let me ask y'all something. Could Dinkins have, you think Dinkins did this with somebody else? Him and somebody else with him? He could have done it by himself. I'm not saying he couldn't have done it by himself. I think somebody else was with Dinkins. Or either over there at the RV. Something, for him to have this thought on his mind, he had to have it on his mind in the beginning. I believe that he used that little boy to lure his sister over there. Instead of it being him, it was going to be his sister. I think so.
Like 10-year-old black girl with long dreads walking around anywhere, have you?
Oh my God, I'll pray that she gets found and I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah, she will. We'll find her.
They went all over. The police went all over those apartments looking for this beautiful young girl. And no, there was no sign of creation. None whatsoever. This story would never leave my mind. Never. And to mention you would sleep in the bed and somebody come get you out the bed. Y'all, in the interrogation room, Henry had the nerve to put on the show and started crying. He cried like a baby. Acting like he hoped they find his baby. How? Yeah. It's your fault, Henry. Whatever you did it. Because you was responsible for her. If you know you were going, you had to have it on your mind before she came over there. See, Henry's 51 years old. Big stomach and everything. 51 years old. I think he set her up. I really think that Henry and his partners, them, set that girl up. And she knew them. It went from a sleepover to a crime. And he took her lured her from that house. Now, I don't know what kind of drugs he was on, but he was on it. Can't believe he did that girl like that.
Stop playing with me, Henry. So I'm like, man, no, I'm not playing. I'm for real. She was like, you're responsible. And it made me feel so bad because I am responsible. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Well, how you gonna feel bad and you know you're responsible, Henry? Suppose somebody did your daughter like that. You know exactly what happened to this girl. She was shot 3 times and sexual assaulted. Come on, she wasn't but 10.
It was a normal evening. When Miss Culberson went to sleep, she knew Mr. Dinkins was there in the living room on the couch. At 3 a.m. in the morning, she Now at 3:30 a.m. she heard Mr. Dinkins very quietly come up into the apartment. He collects something from the closet and then he leaves. Somewhere around 5:45, Mr. Dinkins returns to the apartment. Where's Briasia? There's no Briasia. There was so much deep and videos and stuff. I said, what we've got to do is we've got to make everything very visual. The evidence in this case is overwhelming. And the conclusions are clear. The child was taken from that apartment by a man who was not her father. She was sexually assaulted, and then that child was murdered. And based on all of this, the state is asking you to find Mr. Dinkins guilty of murder and kidnapping in the first degree.
Andrea was Henry Dinkins' girlfriend. I felt so sorry for her because she looked like she too nice. And I didn't think that she knew that Briasia was gone. Unless he gave Andrea something in her juice. Because Andrea didn't wake up. So he could have gave her orange. She was drinking some orange juice, so she could have gave her something in that orange juice. Could have gave DH or something in that orange juice. I don't know. But that's his girlfriend. Y'all remember his girlfriend? She took the stand, y'all. And she told him only what she knew. But here we go.
Sleep. Was there any point in the night that you woke up?
It was like at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I kind of glanced over, so I saw that she was not there.
What did you do next?
First thing I did was try to call him. It rang and it went to voicemail. And then, like a half hour later, I hear a key. And then heard someone softly coming up the stairs. When I saw him, he had on a whole different outfit. I was like, what's going on? Where you going? What's going on? And he's like, I'll be back. And it just seemed weird to me.
And was Mr. Dinkins offering any explanation at all?
No.
What went through your mind?
Besides my stomach ripping in pieces, a lot of things. Fear, anger, confusion.
Then the prosecution.
Now, that was Andrea. That was Andrea, y'all. His girlfriend who took the stand. Y'all remember her brother? I think her brother done been through something, y'all, with Henry. I really do. I really do. Because he was the key witness. He was smart. He could talk and he could tell everything. So it was his turn to talk. He took the stand also. And you're going to listen to the voice of the prosecutor, the assistant prosecutor. This is she speaking here.
And got you, and you guys went out to the maroon Impala. Once you got into that vehicle, where do you go?
Walmart.
When Henry got back to the Impala, did he have anything with him?
Bleach.
So after you left Walmart, is that when you went to this dirt road?
Yes.
Did anybody get out of the car at that time?
Henry.
What did you see him do?
Or bleach. By some bushes.
The prosecution was able to...
Us 3 there.
At the location where Briasia was killed?
Yes.
You didn't testify to that today, right?
Yes.
Because that's not true, right?
If you say it's not true.
I'm asking you.
I guess.
Either you were there when she was killed or you weren't.
I said, I guess.
I don't accept that answer, sir.
I was there. Damn.
Your testimony today is you saw Henry Dinkins shoot your sister.
Yes.
For the defense, DL goes on.
DA didn't see his daddy shoot Briasia, I'm sorry. He said that because he was mad. He was upset. He know his daddy did something to his sister. So he was going to say anything to get him locked up. Anything just to get him locked up because he did something to his sister. That's one part that he do know.
You only come to this story after you heard someone else talk about it?
No.
You didn't overhear police or your mom talking about how Briasia was killed? and come up with this story?
I talk about what I saw, not what they talk about. What I saw,
Okay.
not them.
My perception was that the child got mad and
Yeah.
said that because he was angry at defense.
Uh-huh.
And I think everybody in the courtroom who was watching it, nobody.
And right here, y'all, is all the evidence that he had. Possible dogs is in this. That RV, they go that sedan, and they go that red, the black car right there at the end. What he know that children and young people like to ride in. Y'all, I would never stop this story. I would never forget this story. But yes, he was sentenced. Okay? He was given 2 sentences, life in prison without parole. Breasia, we won't forget you, baby. Y'all tell me. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Like, share, and subscribe. And make sure y'all get them likes up for me. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.